Hello and welcome back to the channel. On today's video you'll see me on a sunset photography trip in Keswick. I was trying to shoot sunset from a location called Walla Crag, overlooks Derwentwater and Bassenthwaite Lake further in the distance. I think you've got Skiddaw down on the right hand side of Derwentwater, and on the left hand side as you look down is the Catbells. Now I did vaguely allude to it in this video, but I was having one or two issues initially with lens flare because you are shooting directly into the sun. I did try the putting your finger over the sun and taking two images, one with the thumb in it and one with the thumb out, and trying to blend those two images in post. It worked to some degree, but it didn't completely eliminate the flare I was getting. Now I'm not sure of the best way to deal with it, and it just crossed my mind. I wonder how everybody else deals with that issue. So you know, if you've got a tip that you use in the field or in post-production, I'd be interested to hear from you. So you know, if you do, please leave a comment below and help me out. Yeah, I found it a bit of an issue, but you know, it was only the first one or two images before the sun actually dipped below a few of the fells. So you know, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. If you do, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I'll see you soon. Take care, enjoy the video.
Kinda wish I was. I'm torn between my dignity and giving more to see, and I'm not the only one, and I hate to pass out to even one. So I contradict myself. Oh, won't you please forgive me, 'cause I'll be next in line to lie and show you life. The song's a misdirection to what sells and gives you life. So step back in line. Step back in line. So now step back in line.
Well, good evening and welcome back to the channel. This evening you join me on top of Walla Crag in the Lake District, overlooking Derwentwater beneath me, and in the distance there, Bassenthwaite Lake. Thanks to Stuart McGlennon, a Keswick-based landscape photographer. Obviously lives up here in the Lake District. He's got a YouTube channel. If you don't know Stuart, I'll leave a link in the description. I highly suggest you check out his channel, and I'll also leave a link for his website to his gallery in Keswick. I visited the other day when I was here. Absolute gentleman. Stopped and chatted to me for quite a while, and even gave me a few tips on where to go, what time of day and where to park. Hence this evening I've come up to Walla Crag on Stuart's recommendation, and the location he told me to park worked out perfectly. So you know, I'm not sure Stuart will watch this, but if he did, thanks very much, Stuart. It really is appreciated. Made the walk up to Walla Crag easier than it could have been. I wouldn't say it was easy, being as unfit as I am. It's quite a short walk, but very steep when you're carrying all your camera gear. let's just say it took it out of me a bit. For this first shot, I've literally just come up to Walla Crag, plonked my tripod down, and just the view is absolutely spectacular. Looking down towards Bassenthwaite Lake there. The sun is, we're shooting right into the sun, and it is dropping, but we do have a bit of flare going on. So I've taken 2 images. I took one image with the flare in, and then in order to try and counteract that, I took another image with my thumb covering the sun and blocked out that flare. So in post, I'll just merge the 2 together, and with any luck, we'll get rid of that flare, and hopefully it will make for, you know, a reasonably nice image. ISO 100 f11, 1/20th of a second, with a circular polarizer and a 3-stop soft grad. I'm actually going to have a look around now. Stuart also mentioned the fact that the heather would be out, or is out, slightly earlier than normal. Now, on the way up here to the summit of Walla Crag, just before you peak the summit, there is a little spot where there was quite a bit of heather. Now, whether or not I can pick out a composition with the heather in and the view in the background, that's the challenge, really. But absolutely spectacular up here. We've got just over an hour and 20 minutes till sunset. Personally, I don't care if it's 3 hours. I could sit up here all night. Well, for this next image, I've just come down very slightly from the actual top of Walla Crag, and I've just found this little clump of heather. It's being backlit obviously by the dropping sun. I got the camera in portrait orientation. I'm shooting down towards Derwentwater with the 24-105. Currently, it's about 30mm. I've got the circular polarizer on, and again a 3-stop soft grad to try and bring the sky down, but the dynamic range is still quite high. I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to be able to get this out of one raw file, but what I've done is focus stacked it as well. So I've got probably 5 points throughout the image, because obviously the heather is very, very close to the camera, and the lakes are somewhat further away. So I've taken 5 points throughout, and I'll merge them in Photoshop afterwards. I think the base settings for this image again was f11, ISO 100, for about, I think it was 1/15th of a second. Now I did take a few different exposures, especially for the sky, and if need be I'll merge them together in Photoshop afterwards just to produce the one image. But again, on the back of the camera it looks quite nice. But you never can tell. Still lovely being up here, regardless. Well, for this next shot now, I've come down a little bit further off the top of Walla Crag and sort of back in the direction I came from, and there's a few more patches of heather. I've come across this little clearing, and there's just this patch of heather right on the edge, looking out towards Derwentwater. Now the sun is still setting, so we're still getting the problem with flare. And what I've actually done was I've gone slightly wider. I've swapped lenses now. I'm on the 17 to 40 and I am at the 17mm end. Again, this is a focus stack because the heather is so close to the camera. 4 or 5 focus points throughout the image. 17mm ISO 100, 1/13 of a second at f8, again with a circular polarizer and a 3-stop soft grad. Looks lovely on the back of the camera with the heather being backlit. What it looks like on the big screen, we'll have a look at a minute.
Sentado solo, bebiendo un café. Me gusta verte ser cuando crees que nadie te ve. Tus labios prueban el sabor del cortado. Yo solo quiero probar esos labios. Levanta la mirada y muéstrame tus ojos.
As you can see, the sun has now more or less set, but we might get a bit of colour afterwards. But before I lose the light completely, I just wanted to say again thanks very much to Keswick photographer Stuart McGlennon, I beg your pardon. Again, the link is in the description below if you want to go and check out his YouTube channel and the link to his gallery in Keswick. And if you're ever in Keswick, pop in and say hi. Lovely guy. But yeah, thanks Stuart. It was an absolute stunning location up here. It's been manic trying to capture images and vlog it, as I'm sure you'll appreciate. So I haven't vlogged every image at all. I've taken many images this evening, and if I get any that I haven't vlogged, I'll pop them up on the screen for you now. But I'd just like to say thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, consider subscribing, like, share, leave a comment. I'd like to hear any feedback that you've got, and I do try and reply to every comment that I get. But it's been a stunning location. I've really enjoyed myself this evening, and I'm just going to hang around, see what happens. But until next time, take care. Cheers then.